Howdy everyone, and welcome back to the Luna Geeks Out channel. Returning to a classic band here on the channel today, Lovebites, with their live performance of Nameless Warrior. This is a track I checked out a while back, probably about a year and a half ago, I'd wager, and enjoyed it when I first heard it. Not my favorite from them. I had a few issues with it, but there are also some sections in that I absolutely love, some things that I think are real standouts for them, so, you know, a little mixed on it, but it was a good song overall. Their live performances tend to be incredible. I'm hoping this is one that's going to get me a slightly better feel of this song, because it still just hasn't quite clicked with me. I haven't listened to it much, to be fair, but I'm hoping this will give me a new perspective on it, and will let me enjoy and appreciate it a bit more. Regardless, I think it's going to be really fun. They always have some killer live performances. So yeah, excited to check this out and revisit this track. So yeah, without further ado, let's hop into it. The drums, incredible as always. Guitar riff still isn't quite my thing. That's just a stylistic preference, but it still doesn't quite do it for me. Bass really good though. They did a good job replacing their bassist, which are very hard to do. The last one's incredible. Vocals are a little low in the mix, but they sound incredible. I am already running low on. I am going to. Oh god. I'm going to go ahead and fix that. Sorry for the cut in the middle of the song. I've got to fix this so I don't lose this reaction. Okay, sorry about that. The camera was running out of memory, and I did not have enough to actually get through the reaction, so I had to go ahead and correct that. Let's bring this back about 10 seconds, and Hold of the World will come back in a second. Move this back 10 seconds and get, I don't know what I'm saying. Let's just start it up again. Yeah, vocals a bit low in the mix, but they sound incredible. So far, maybe the best live vocals I've heard from her. That was incredible. Vibrato there was fantastic. That really is a great chorus. Good guitar right there. To be honest, solo isn't quite doing it for me in this version. It's not bad. It's not quite feeling it. I don't know. It's always nice to get them playing together, though. That's always fun to see. Ooh, those drums there. This section, always loved this bit. There's this symphonic edge there. It's just, oh, incredible. Guitar, oh. Fantastic bridge, back in another guitar solo. A little better than the last one. Yeah, I don't know, there's something with the guitar tone here that is just... I couldn't say what it is, but there's something that's... Oh. It's a little off, and... I'll have to go back and compare it to the studio version, but something about the guitar and the soldiers. It's off. I don't know. Ooh, going a little crazy there. Alright. Solid live performance, I would say I like it a little more than the studio version, but again, it has been a while since I've heard that, so I'll have to go back and compare it to say for sure. Solid live performance. I've got a few problems, but nothing ruined it. All in all, some good stuff. But before we talk more about it, we of course need to take a look at the lyrics, and I could be lazy and just not talk about the lyrics. After all, I did the reaction however long ago I talked about the lyrics there. I could say, I've already talked about this, we'll skip past it, but it has been so long, and I have somewhat changed my methodology for discussing lyrics, and I think I've got some new stuff to say, so let's go ahead and take a look back at them. Starting off, right at the beginning, this is it. Oh, okay, then, this is it. Living under the destiny to fight, my doubts laying silent in past. Arm myself, I'm ready to take the step into enemies. Will you give it up? So, this is it. The time has come to fight. It is their destiny to stand up and, fight this fight, all that. Their doubts laying silent in past, all the doubts that they once felt, all those internal struggles and stuff, they have left them behind to go and do this, arming themselves. They're preparing themselves for the fight, ready to take the step into enemies. They are ready to go out and do it. Will you give it up? Could perhaps, if you're interpreting, perhaps be talking to whatever they're going to fight. Like, are you gonna give up? Because that might make things easier on you. Talking to themselves, are you really gonna give up? Are you gonna keep going? That a couple different interpretations there. What do you feel under the darkness? In the dark you feel. I search for the light that I have never seen. Taking step the way I believe. So they are fighting for something good, something better than what they have ever gotten. They're fighting for a light while they have been living in the darkness. They have been living in hardship and turmoil, and they are fighting for something better and taking stuff away. I believe they are marching towards something they believe in and something that they hope to achieve. Glorious innocence shined by the moonlight, so the goodness within them is being revealed in the light. Of course, the light within the dark, of course, which is what the moon is, so a good it's sort of a bit of imagery there. This is the beginning. They will not see me surrender. They're not giving up. Bringing back memories. I'll never let it go. Now is the time we'll never forget. So a little more memory idea there. Nameless warrior. There's an important thing because they are fighting this fight, but they're not going to necessarily receive any glory for this. They're just another person fighting. They're another person going through it and struggling and doing the best they can. And they're going to fight regardless of whether or not they're going to receive that glory, because they just need to fight. And the fact that they're going to remain nameless and the fact that they are nameless ain't really all that important. Hide the light that I found in my path. I'll call it faith for now. That is all left for me. Shivering, too afraid of the night, but I believe myself. This is up to me. So, again, ideas of light and dark tied in. Hide the light that I found in my path. Perhaps they have to hide some of that away to remain a little more secret, something like that, perhaps. To afraid of the night, afraid of the dark, afraid of the negative things, for lack of better phrasing. But I believe myself, they believe in themselves, they can continue to do it despite their fear. The truth and lies are in the mirror, playing hide and seek. So, looking at the mirror, of course, it's a reflection of themselves, so it's an internal battle we're seeing here, what seems to be the case. I search for light that I've never seen. Stare inside. I know it's somewhere. They know that goodness exists within them. So perhaps we're getting an idea that they are trying to get rid of the darkness inside of them and replace it with the light. Glorious innocence under moonlight. And nothing new there. No time for looking in past now. No need to look at what's happened. You gotta look for the future. Fears vanishing into the sky. Of course, the sky is something we've seen before in the song. The idea of the moon in the night sky. Their fears are vanishing away, perhaps in the light. Perhaps that they no longer fear what they once did, as they've stood up to it. A couple different ideas there. Broken piece of a soul, never heal in the rain. And will there be an end to this? A lot of different ideas there. The soul, of course, are the idea of your being broken, damaged. A lot of stuff there. Never heal in the rain, with this torrential downpour that constantly upon them, constantly beating down onto them. Of course, rain. It's something that is constantly coming down on them. Makes it very hard to heal. Will there be an end to this? Is this storm ever going to end? Flaming up inside of me, giving me insanity. The memories fading in my head, and now I'm fallen. So we're getting more of a look at the inner turmoil going on. So a lot of stuff there. What do you feel? Under the darkness, in the dark you feel. I search for light I've never seen. Stare inside out somewhere. So I guess that's nothing new there as well. And then we have chorus. Again, nothing new there. So, what is this song about? What is this song about? As I'm reading, what I'm seeing with this song, with a fresh look at it, reading back through it a few more times, thinking about it a bit more, of course, the further reflection of, again, probably like a year and a half since I last looked at this, I think this is a metaphor for a battle with depression, is what I'm seeing here. That darkness within you, trying to fight back against that, despite it constantly beating you down, seeming like it is endless. You're fighting back against that and trying to return to the light, knowing that it's very hard to see. Of course, the bringing back memories, all that idea, it can be very hard to look back on the good stuff when you're constantly surrounded by the bad, when your mind is in that sort of fog, for lack of a better word. It's going back to that, and knowing that it's very hard to see, but you believe you can get there. That's what I'm seeing. There is that sort of inner struggle, and Nameless Warrior is, I think, tying in perhaps to the fact that that's a struggle that isn't really one that's seen. It's one that a lot of us deal with, but it's not something that is really sort of externally visible. It's a fight a lot of people wage, but no one really sees them waging. So that's the idea I'm getting there. And so looking at this through that lens, yeah, that's some powerful stuff right there. That is some powerful stuff right there. Switching into talking about the music. I mean, again, I have some problems with it, but on the whole, I thought this was fine. So start off with the individual elements, starting off with the vocals. Those were incredible. I mean, as is to be expected, Asami tends to have some very good vocals. There's been a couple times they haven't worked for me, but that's a rarity. And they were fantastic here. I do feel they were a little too low in the mix, especially towards the start. But I legitimately think these are probably the best vocals I have heard from her, live or in studio. They were incredible here. There was a couple of bits where, you know, she held a note for a while. There's one at the end where she went really high with her voice. There's another one where it had a very heavy vibrato. Super cool. Just phenomenal vocals and this very rich tone to her voice. I absolutely loved her vocal performance in this. That was incredible. The guitar, I'm a little mixed on it. There was the main sort of guitar bit that just still doesn't really do it for me. And it's one of those things where it's not bad. I can't point to anything that's like, oh yeah, no, this is what they're doing wrong here. It's just, it's not a style I like. I prefer just some good, hard, heavy riffing. So that kind of playing style isn't really for me. And so I'm biased against it. And yeah, that is, it was alright, it was done well, still doesn't do it for me. And then, guitar solos I mentioned, I didn't like those much either. I mean, they were fine, they're well written and well performed solos. I prefer them in the studio version. There was something with, I don't know if it was the tuning, or it was something with the mixing again, or what, but something with this live performance just, again, it felt off, and I don't know what it was. I can't point to, okay, so this is a little factor I'm grabbing that's what's causing the problem. I can't figure that out. I can't think of what it was, but there was something in there that I just, I didn't like. It felt weird, it felt off, and I couldn't get into the solos. They were well performed. I mean, they're both fantastic guitarists, so it's not like I look at them like, oh, well, you know, I mean, that's expected. They never do a good job. No, they always do a great job. And you saw that here as well. But there's something with the sound of the guitar itself that I just didn't like. They weren't bad, per se, but I don't know. I didn't like them. But those were the only things I disliked. What am I saying right now? That sort of main guitar bit you get at the beginning of the solos are just, one, matter of personal taste, the other one, some issue I'm not able to place. Everything else is good. The riffs, not the craziest riffs out there, not the riffs that are normally my style, but really good riffs, really good sound to them. Loved the riffs, great energy with them. You had just some other guitar work throughout that was really good. There was it the bridge, the final chorus? It was towards the end. I don't remember the section, but there was a bit where one of the guitarists, I'm drawing a blank on her name, but she came in and did like a sort of like third solo behind the vocals. That was really good. I liked that. That was super cool. That made me excited to hear that pop up. I liked that. So yeah, I'm mixed on the guitar work in this because it had some incredible moments, but it also did have some moments that I just didn't like, and you know, I wish I could put a positive spin on it, but those negative moments were, I mean, one was, whatever, not for me. The other one was legitimately a negative. That is something against this song, or against this performance, unfortunately. So yeah, a little mixed on the guitar work. I'd say on the whole positive, but did have some negative parts, unfortunately. Switching into the bass, which I can be much more positive on. Bass was fantastic. Another slight criticism, it should have been higher in the mix. Should have been higher in the mix. Plain and simple. But it was fantastic. Their new bassist is incredible. She's been around for a good while. I never want to check her out before she joined LOVEBITES, but I mean, she's been around for a good while. Incredibly talented. And I think hearing this and getting a bit of an idea of her compared to the original bassist, if I remember correctly, was on the studio recording of this, incredible replacement, and she did a great job here. And seeing sort of the energy she has live is such a good fit for the group, and the bass sounded fantastic. I just wish it was a little higher in the mix. It felt drowned out by everything else, where it wasn't one of those instances where I couldn't hear it, but I could feel it. I could hear it, I wish I could hear it a bit more, you know? But no, bass was fantastic in this. And then the drums, musically, those are my favorite part of the song. The drums are incredible. Not much to say on them, but just incredible. There are some fills in there that I don't remember from the original version. Maybe they're in there and I just didn't notice them, but man, there are just some moments that were just, oh, incredible. And it was these fast drums that such high energy to them. It worked so well. So yeah, incredible drums, incredible drums. All in all, still one of the weaker songs from them that I've heard, I'd say. Still doesn't quite do it for me, but fantastic live performance. I mean, the chorus is still one of my favorites from them, and the bridge is still incredible. Incredible. Love that. But you mean the symphonic elements? I forgot to mention those. There are symphonic elements. Those are really good. You know, those coming in that section was really nice. It's a fun song. Taking a look back at the lyrics and thinking about them a bit more, it definitely is something that stands out to me a bit more. It's just, it is one of those songs that isn't quite as much my thing. And so, I am still a little, what's the word I'm looking for? I am still a little conflicted on it, I suppose. But yeah, fantastic live performance. A few criticisms of it, a few issues I had, but nothing that ruined it. I think we saw legitimately some of the best stuff we've seen from them so far with this, at least of the stuff I've seen, and unfortunately some of the worst stuff as well coming together. But it was good overall. It was good overall. I liked it. Yeah, it has me excited for the other stuff that's, I'm assuming we're going to get like a full album release of this show, which I'm looking forward to. Maybe it's already come out. I don't think it has, but I might be going crazy. But yeah, I mean, I'm looking forward to that. I'm looking forward to checking out the other release from this show that we've gotten so far, which should be really good. Yeah, not much more to say, but good stuff all in all. Good stuff all in all. But I'm out of things to say on the track, so y'all know the drill. It is time to figure out what we will be checking out next time. Let's give the pick a reel a spin and see what it sends our way. The wait kills me every time. AK, nice. Akira Kuro. They're an alt-idol group from somewhere. I'll figure it out. I don't know off the top of my head. They're really good, though. I've liked their stuff. They put out a track recently, and I threw it on the list because I thought it'd be fun to talk about. That's about it. They're not a group that's too important to me or anything, but dang it, I like their stuff, and I want to talk about it a bit. I want to share it with more folks. I kind of forgot that was on the list, but I'm looking forward to that. Akira Kuro makes some great stuff. That's gonna be really fun. That's gonna be really fun. I'm looking forward to that. I'm looking forward to checking that one out. But I am out of things to say, so that's going to do it for the video. Thank y'all for watching. Be sure to like if you like, subscribe if you want to see more, and comment down below with your own thoughts on the track, performance, whatever word would be appropriate here, any feedback or criticism, or anything you want me to react to. In the description, link to the live performance, so you could go check it out, support the artist, link to my Love Bites videos playlist, my rock and metal reactions playlist, and my Japanese music reactions playlist, so you can check out some similar content from me, and then links to my Discord server, Instagram, Twitter, Spotify playlist of all the songs I've reacted to, at least the ones up on Spotify, and my link tree, which has all my other stuff in it in case any of that interests y'all. Anyways, like I said, that's going to do it. So once again, thank y'all for watching, and until next time, I'll be seeing ya.